Hey gang, it's JC, and we're back with a new episode of Sexually Speaking with Dr. Kathy Naughton, the Center for Sexual Health, 314-315-9965. Madonna is 53 years old, and people still want to see her naked. How about that? At least they want to see what she looked like naked 20 years ago. Remember that book that she did called Sex? It was a bunch of pictures of Madonna just like in public places, hitchhiking on the side of the road, stark naked, running around with Vanilla Ice coming up behind her, giving her a little squeegee-ometer, all sorts of stuff going on in Madonna's sex life. She's a very sexual human being, obviously. Anyhow, that book, Sex, has topped the list of the most sought-after, out-of-print books of the year so far. It was originally released in 1992. Chelsea Handler reportedly caught in the men's room of a bar with a guy last week and was promptly asked to leave. The men's room, not the restaurant. The men's room, not the bar itself. Unfortunately, the New York Post did not say what Chelsea was doing in the bathroom, but there's usually three possibilities of why you're in the bathroom. But if you're in the men's room, you can scratch one of them off, and it's usually either drugs and or sex. All right, Dr. Hilda Hutcherson is a sexuality expert in New York, and she says that based on recent findings, the average man's sexual stamina is 3 to 5 minutes. Now, this is a problem because it takes an average woman about 12 to 15 minutes to you-know-what. So somewhere there's a bunch of frustrated women running around now. That time, by the way, does not include foreplay. So Dr. Hutcherson says that it's another reason to take time to do the foreplay because it can cut down the women's 12 to 15 minutes and make it so the guy's 3 to 5 minutes doesn't seem as fast. Maybe you should just work on lasting longer, guys. Which brings us to the issue of Dr. Kathy Naughton and the Center for Sexual Health. All right, now there's a lot of men and women running around with problems, and they keep it, it's not the kind of thing you're going to tell people. You're at a party or something like that, and you have tennis elbow, or you got a sore toe, or a toothache. You're going to talk about that, and somebody's going to run up to you and go, "Oh, I got the perfect doctor for you." But if you're having problems below the belt, this is not. You're usually sort of keeping that to yourself. And up until a few years ago, when Dr. Naughton started the Center for Sexual Health, a medical facility here in St. Louis, a lot of people didn't know who to talk to, where to go, or where to get treatment, or where to even begin. And that's why she is there. Center for Sexual Health, STL.com is the website. The phone number 314-315-9965. Even if you don't need Dr. Naughton's services now, you might want to scribble that name down or that website or phone number, because in your lifetime, it's just the odds are not in your favor. And if you are having problems, then it's not just your problem; it's your partner's problem too, your sexual significant other. And this is one of the main focuses that Dr. Naughton sort of zeroes in on at the Center for Sexual Health. Again, 314-315-9965, online, Center for Sexual Health, STL.com. All right, at least 1 in 5 couples spend more time in bed looking at their laptops than at each other. More and more people are taking their computers to bed with them at night, and those provide a major distraction. Experts recommend, not using your laptop right before you go to sleep, because there's 2 problems. Number 1, it can hurt your marriage, and because the images on these laptops are so vivid, it can also affect your ability to not only fall asleep, but also to stay asleep, because there's like brainwave activity. I'm told that the Kindle, incidentally, does not present that problem because the images aren't as bright, but that they're having problems with iPads and sort of this new generation of laptop and all that sort of stuff, and something to think about. Okay, so that's it. Sexually Speaking, sponsored by Dr. Kathy Naughton, the Center for Sexual Health, here in St. Louis, 315-9965. We update on Mondays and Thursdays here at jcontheline.com, and we'll talk to you again later this week. In the meantime, that's it.